getting some food in. Pretty tired. Woke up at 4 a.m. today. Doing this live stream again from the comfort of my home. Man, I wish I could have done that at the beach because it was so fucking beautiful, but the connection was bad. So, doing it at home. But honestly, I'm happy also because I met this amazing girl. Might try to get her on the pod. She was just sharing so many great ideas. She talked a lot about manifesting, which I'm not particularly usually a fan of. But this girl I met, she's talking about manifesting, but she's also like successful and takes action and is a badass at the same time. So I was kind of like, you know what then? If it works, it works. Don't hate. Can't hate on it. Just did my laundry. Well, everything's falling apart. Don't judge me, boys. I'm a grinder. I'm about 20 videos down. Like I've shot about 20 videos. Waking up at 6 a.m. now consistently. Woke up at 4 a.m. today. Yeah, man, I'm backlogged on videos. Life is good. Check out the food. So, before I get into it, it's gonna be really quick. I'm gonna make it a 15-minute live this time, just to make it simple. Today I wanna talk about what it takes to get better with women is the truth. Honestly, for most of you guys who are shy, introverted in your head, maybe you have limiting beliefs or negative self-talk, this is a really hard journey. It's easy when it's easy, but for everybody, it's a mosquito. Hold on, I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. Hold on. Is that a mosquito? Oh yeah. Goodbye. Yeah, he dead. He dead now. So, for most of you guys, it's gonna be a hard journey. And that's just the truth. And in this video, I kind of want to talk about what it takes and break it down like logically, how many approaches it takes to get better, but also the shifts you'll have to make in your journey to get better. And we're gonna keep it under 15 minutes. So let's get it. Now, if you are starting from the complete bottom and you want to get better with women, I would expect, okay, when I say complete bottom, meaning you can't go on a date. Like you can't cold approach and go on a date. It's just not gonna happen. You get rejected most of the time. That's what I would call the complete bottom. Or you really struggle, like you haven't even tried, you have social anxiety, you can't approach, and even if you did approach, you are definitely getting blown out. That's the bottom. That's where I started, and that's okay. When you're trying to get out of the bottom in your dating life and you're trying to excel, you're going to have to put in maybe, I would say 2 to 3 years of consistent work to get to a level where you can attract a girl that you really deserve, that is on your level. When I say on your level, I mean just like a beautiful girl, and I wouldn't expect anything less. Now, if you're already kind of intermediate, like you've had some success in your dating life, maybe you've had a girlfriend before, you've approached before, you can do it, but you're kind of shit yourself to do it, and it's a little bit hard. I would give it about a year before you reach a really good level where you're really crushing it. A year of consistent action. And if you're already advanced, then good for you. You're already fucking advanced. So most people underestimate the amount of work it takes to get better with women, and they treat it like it's something that you should already be good at, and if you're not, then you're just not. But what I would urge you to do is treat it like it's a skill. It's something that you get better at over time. And the more you do it, the better you get. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I would say in order to truly get better, truly, with your social skills, with your social dynamics, I would aim for around 20 interactions per day. When I say interactions, I mean talking to anybody. And on average, it's gonna be around 5 to maybe 10 beautiful women who you get a chance to talk to per day. And the idea is you just have more time talking to a girl that intimidates you, that you find attractive. You just need more time. I wouldn't even recommend closing a lot in the beginning. You just need more time in front of a girl that you find attractive. Like you need to spend more time talking to her, more time learning how to flirt. And then the usual, here are like the barriers you'll go through, like the process you'll go through as you get better with women. First, it's approach anxiety. That's the bottom level. Everyone has it. It's normal. After that, it's usually limiting or it's self-attack. It's usually negative thoughts. Like a lot of guys, this is where they get stuck. They'll start approaching. They'll have some good sessions, some bad sessions, but they can never seem to control their mind and get rid of these negative thoughts, ants, automatic negative thoughts. And I would say 80% of the time have an amazing session. I enjoy it, I have fun, I think highly of myself and the people I talk to. Whereas someone who's starting off, maybe it's only 20% of the time, just by luck, he'll have a really good session where he's going out trying to meet a girl and talking to people, having fun. And you have to really de-link the outcome to how happy you are. So what happens is a lot of guys put so much importance on the result, and the secret is, the funny part is, it's usually never enough. Even if they had some girls that liked them, at the end or in the middle, if they had an awkward interaction, they'll always obsess over the negative, and I've seen it a million times in coaching. And actually, it's the very first thing after I get them to just start approaching. The very first thing I train people on is get rid of these automatic negative thoughts. You should be enjoying pretty much every single session. And one really fast way to make your sessions more fun is completely get rid of the outcome. Just forget the outcome even exists and enjoy social interaction and talk to everybody. That will skyrocket your success. And then from there, it's usually flirtation. A lot of guys struggle to flirt after that. And it's usually because of limiting beliefs. The only way through this is through sometimes a rejection challenge or a flirtation challenge, you can call it, where you actively, overtly try to flirt with every girl. You'll get rejected a lot. It's not good game, but it does teach you that it's okay to flirt, and your brain will start to make that shift. And then the second challenge is actually to do like a 100 approach challenge where you overwhelm the thinking mind. Another challenge you can do is to start to push-pull, which is you tease a girl a little bit. You say like, hey, I really like you. I love your vibe, but I don't know about what you're wearing today. What is that? You're playfully teasing her, and then you push her away, and then you're like, but your vibe makes up for it, so you pull her back in. That's just a silly example, but that's one way you can flirt. But basically, through these three things, momentum challenge, rejection challenge, and like a push-pull teasing challenge, you start to get the hang of flirting. And then also you do little tips and tricks like proximity, you get closer to the girl, little touches, like picking up a cat, very smooth, very like elegant and very calibrated. They should sense immediately that you're the kind of guy. If you even sense that a girl's a little bit uncomfortable, you back off immediately. And when they sense that, and sometimes it's totally fine to over-escalate, but it's never okay to not escalate when it's the right, like when she likes you, it's a date and your intent is clear and you don't escalate, you just look like the biggest pussy, or she thinks that you don't like her, but either way, it's not good, and you very often lose your moment, and then she gets unattracted. So if you escalate too fast, like let's say you go in for a kiss, pretty much every guy's done this, and it doesn't work. As long as you don't care, as long as you are like, it's totally fine, you don't make it a big deal. Hold on, there's a fucking mosquito. Bitch ass motherfucker. I think I got him. I don't know where he went. But anyways, I've done it a million times where I go for the kiss, but turns out it was a little bit too early, or maybe she didn't like me like that, and I'm like, hey, totally my bad, like, actually, I wouldn't even say totally my bad. That's a little bit extra too. I mean, basically, you just don't react to it. You're a man, your intent was clear, you miscalibrated, you back off, and you vibe, and that's it. And you just make it cool. Very often, when the girl sees that you've pulled back and you're emotionally unaffected, like you're not like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, like then she'll actually sometimes get attracted or at least respect you because you're not like weird about it. You're just cool about it. And then eventually you become the sex-worthy guy who is very open about his sexuality. He's not the guy who's not bogged down by limiting beliefs. Now, we all have insecurities. It's fucking normal. Just don't take your insecurities too seriously. But eventually you have enough proof that girls like you and you can flirt and everything's good. And from there, the next level is honestly being more strategic. And that's kind of where I'm at right now, which is instead of like making it a checkers game where it's like, hey, I like you, dating, and that's it. Social circle, social events. I have a lot of videos coming on this, by the way. Shot one today, it was epic. Social events. Been doing a lot of run clubs recently, having female friends. Hosting a party, going to, networking with guys as well, because guys will get you, believe it or not, approaching guys, no homo, is actually one of the fastest ways to level up because, like, for example, I met a guy at the run club, and we hit it off and went on a romantic adventure. No, I'm just kidding. I'm fucking around. We didn't do that. Why are you gay? Anyways, I met a guy at the run club, and he actually ended up inviting me to his mansion party next week. And he said, hey, if you want to, you know, and I told him, if there's any way I can add value to this, you want me to bring girls, or you want me to invite people, just let me know. And he's hooking me up with a new client potentially, and I'll do the same for him if I can find one. And basically now I have an event I can bring a bunch of girls to, and guy friends as well. And so when you start off the game, girls tend to be in two categories for you. They like you or they don't. But reality is there's usually three categories. They like you, they are kind of on the fence, they like you enough to be interested or curious, and then they don't like you. And the middle category is actually the biggest fucking category. So what I've learned is that I'm throwing away a lot of leads or a lot of potential friends, partners, dates, maybe even girlfriend, because they don't get a chance to get to know me. They're in a place like Bali. Everything's really fucking chaotic. Everyone's busy. And then, since they won't go on a date with me, I end up throwing away the opportunity in a sense. But instead, you can just leverage your social circle to bring them to an event where it is low investment in a way. They can leave at any time, and that you were going to anyways. So now it's win-win. They get to know you. They're like a fly on the wall. They get to see your life and see who you are and see your friends and see you in an environment where you look like a winner, and then you're winning. So to wrap up this video, the honest truth about getting better with women is it's a long-term journey, but it's exponential. It's usually very hard at first, and then results skyrocket, and then they usually flatline again, and then they skyrocket again, and then they flatline. Sometimes it even goes down. Like sometimes you're not getting as much any results. I've had periods like that. This summer, actually, in July in particular, I was going out 5 to 10 hours a day, and my game like backtracked. Why? Because I had been going out for 9 months straight. I was burnt out, I was getting fat, and my health was shit, and I was getting burnt out on talking to people in general, so I probably just needed a break. You learn so much in the game. You learn that there's different ways to communicate with people. One thing I'm trying to do more often is flirt a lot less. More particularly in Bali, because Bali has so many fuckboys that it's like, in order to stand out, you don't stand out by becoming that flirty guy, whereas in other countries, that's usually how you would stand out. But in Bali, you stand out by just being friendly. You like being the nice guy type. That's a nuanced point. You have to have good energy, and you have to have game to back that up. But I find that being more of a nice guy here in Bali and not flirting too hard actually, I don't even know if I would say it gets you more results, and that's not even what I'm looking for, but it opens up more conversations, because a lot of girls have this, like, they've been through the ringer too many times with fuckboys in Bali, and it's like, as soon as you come off flirty, they're just like, nope, see ya. Don't want to, you know. And not always. Some girls want it, some girls don't. But I've noticed that I ask myself, how do I lower my rejection rate to almost zero? Or how do I like have every interaction meaningful and at least mean something? And also another thing, Bali is so fucking small. So like if I try to date every girl I meet in Bali, by the fucking next week, it's gonna be awkward. Bali has an influx of new people every fucking day, but then it also has the same people every fucking day as well. It's like a village. So a big village, but it's an amazing village. And man, there's some baddies here. But Bali is the most competitive place for game in the world. It has endless opportunities in business and health and in dating, not long-term dating, but short-term. But it is very competitive. Do not get yourself twisted thinking Bali is easy. That's actually a comment I need to debunk, because it's like, a lot of people are like, oh, this only works in Bali. I'm like, dude, you haven't seen what Bali looks like. There's a lot of hot girls, but there is a fuck ton of really, really, really attractive men as well. It's just the truth. You go around, you're like, God damn. And it's not that rare to have a lot of hot girls in one area. Places like Vegas, Miami, LA, I'm assuming, San Diego for sure, Budapest, Hungary. Oh my God, there's even more beautiful women in Budapest, Hungary. I'm being dramatic here, but that's okay. But there's not that many cool guys there. There's not on a scale, whereas here, it's hard to find a guy who doesn't have game. It's genuinely hard. You go to the beach, everyone's approaching. Have you ever been to a place where everyone's approaching? Here in Bali, everyone's approaching. It's fucking crazy. Like, my clients... Oh, another mosquito. Why are there so many motherfucking mosquitoes around here? God damn, I got him this time. Ooh, that was a big one. Anyways, well, there's the 15 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed. realize the honest truth is this: it's going to take around 20 to 50 interactions / approaches per week in order to get better. That's just the truth. Unless you're a natural, and if you're a unicorn case where you're genuinely a natural, and also it's going to take 1 to 3 years to get the really good. And unless you're a natural, when I say natural, I mean someone who's just for some reason already has game, already maybe kind of good looking, but just doesn't have the balls to approach. That guy, he can maybe do 5 a day and he'd be fucking just flying high. But for the 99% of people, it is a 1 to 3 year long journey. Every single week, around 20 to 50 interactions. That's how I would measure it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this quick live stream. I was trying to do this at the beach earlier, but there was no connection. And I ended up going on a little mini date, I guess you could call it, with a girl. It was really, really fun, really wholesome, really fulfilling. Hope you guys are fulfilled as well. If you have any questions, message me on Instagram. Otherwise, stay tuned. I have a 7-day approach challenge coming, completely free. I'll be launching it in December. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We'll have all of us approaching together, maybe even throw up some live calls so we can all meet online. Peace and love, guys. See ya. Let's fucking go.